The packed courtroom buzzed with anticipation. Marcus Green, a 29-year-old black man, sat calmly at the defense table, representing himself in a complex criminal trial. The prosecution, led by Assistant District Attorney Clara Reynolds, was known for her sharp courtroom tactics and relentless questioning. From the opening moments, it was clear Ada Reynolds had prepared to dismantle Marcus's defense by probing every possible weakness. The judge, impartial but firm, watched over the proceedings with keen eyes. When it came time for cross-examination of Marcus, the prosecutor saw her chance. "Mr. Green," Reynolds began, her voice steady but laced with confidence, "you claim you were nowhere near the scene when the alleged crime took place, yet a witness places you within 50 feet of the location. How do you explain this discrepancy?" The courtroom fell silent, eyes fixed on Marcus. Many expected a stumble, a moment of hesitation. Instead, Marcus leaned forward slightly, eyes steady, and replied with a calm clarity that captured everyone's attention. "Your Honor, may I respond fully?" he asked respectfully. Judge Monroe nodded. Marcus took a deep breath. "I appreciate the question, Ms. Reynolds. Let me clarify." He proceeded to dissect the witness testimony point by point. First, the witness's statement is inconsistent with the timeline established by multiple independent sources, Marcus explained. The alleged sighting occurred at 9:15 p.m. However, I have proof I was at a community meeting across town at 9 p.m., supported by sign-in sheets and multiple attendees. He paused to glance at the jury, then continued. Second, the distance of 50 feet is irrelevant unless the witness can confirm my identity with certainty. Eyewitness testimony is notoriously unreliable, especially under low-light conditions and high stress. The judge nodded, signaling him to proceed. Marcus unfolded a small binder and produced a clear, time-stamped video from the community center, showing him in the meeting, speaking and participating actively. "This footage confirms my presence away from the scene," he said firmly. Reynolds shifted, but Marcus wasn't finished. "Moreover," Marcus added, "the prosecution has not provided any forensic evidence linking me to the crime scene. The mere presence alleged by a single witness cannot outweigh concrete proof of my whereabouts." The courtroom murmured in approval. Marcus's response wasn't just a defense, it was a mini lesson in legal strategy and critical thinking. He took a potentially tricky trap question and used it to highlight weaknesses in the prosecution's case, strengthen his alibi, and emphasize the importance of corroborated evidence. Reynolds, momentarily disarmed, adjusted her approach. "Mr. Green, are you suggesting the witness is deliberately lying?" "No, ma'am," Marcus replied politely. "I suggest human error is possible, especially without supporting evidence." Throughout the trial, Marcus maintained this poised and methodical approach. He challenged assumptions, questioned inconsistencies, and brought forward compelling evidence that the prosecution had overlooked. The jury, initially skeptical of his self-representation, grew increasingly impressed by his articulate and well-reasoned arguments. After days of testimony and rigorous debate, the jury returned with a verdict, not guilty. The courtroom erupted in quiet applause, and even Ada Reynolds offered a nod of respect. Judge Monroe praised Marcus's exceptional ability to present a cogent and compelling defense, highlighting his use of evidence and reason over emotion. In interviews afterward, Marcus humbly credited his preparation. "I studied hard, consulted mentors, and focused on facts," he said. "When faced with a trap, I knew the best defense was to stay calm, analyze the question fully, and answer with clarity." His story spread rapidly through legal forums and social media, inspiring countless individuals who believed that self-representation meant sacrificing competence. Marcus went on to launch workshops teaching others how to effectively defend themselves, emphasizing critical thinking and evidence-based arguments. "Anyone can turn a difficult question into an opportunity if they prepare and stay composed," Marcus advised. His courtroom masterclass became a beacon of hope for those navigating a system often stacked against them.